I've come to the conclusion that there is currently insufficient justification for belief in any specific deity. All justification offered to support such a conclusion requires at least one assumption, sometimes multiple, which are not themselves justified or evidentially supported. So I'm going to address the meta-reasons underneath all of these arguments. There's no reason to think that a concept or idea can exist without a mind, or that a mind can exist without a brain. That's not to say it's impossible, only that apparently there's no way to establish such a possibility as more than speculation. Just because we can imagine an explanation for something which isn't logically flawed doesn't mean it's true. And just because solid criticisms are offered against such explanations doesn't imply that the person making those criticisms is responsible for providing a replacement explanation. Sometimes an unknown is just an unknown. Obviously, there's not much to say about this one except that I don't think the experience itself is the issue, but rather what it's believed to represent, based on other assumptions held by the person in question. For many people, belief in God can provide very powerful satisfaction at having questions answered, fear quelled, existential distress soothed, a sense of everything being orderly and fair and meaningful on an epic level. That sort of fulfillment can be very powerful, especially when most everyone around you tells you how great it feels for them, too. The social dynamic of a belief in God is not to be underestimated either. We're social creatures, after all. As far as I'm concerned, these are the four main reasons that people actively believe in a deity. And by that I mean the belief is something that they're trying to make sense of to themselves and to others, to move beyond them, and accept life without any explanation of all or nearly all of our questions being realistically answered about why things are the way they are. That is simply not for some people. I have no issue with that. We're all animals before we learn to think, and we all make do however we can. But expecting to have a correct explanation for everything is unrealistic to say the least.